Hi friends, I'm Wednesday. I'm going to be guiding us through a little Ashtanga Vinyasa flow this morning in a really beautiful place. Throughout your practice, make sure to maintain your deep breathing with sound. That's going to be inhalations through the nose, exhalations through the nose, kind of creating like an ocean wave sound, maybe like you're fogging a mirror. If at any point you do feel overheated, just do a couple exhalations through the mouth. That'll expel a little bit of that heat you feel. So we're gonna start in child's pose. Knees are wide, toes are touching. We're gonna send our hips back to make contact with our heels. And then we use our hands and crawl them forward, stretching on our back, working our torso towards the mat, trying to maintain contact with the butt and the heels here. Take a moment to deepen your breathing, maybe massage your head, slightly moving from side to side. Maybe using your fingertips to crawl out just a smidge more. Spreading the fingers wide, give them a nice stretch. Let's creep our hands over to one side. I'm gonna bring them over to my right side and place my left hand on top of my right hand. Forehead comes down to the mat, sending the hips back to the heels. You should feel a nice side body stretch on your left side. Coming back to center. And then I'm gonna go on over to the left side, bringing the right hand over top of the left hand, setting it there, bringing my forehead to the mat. Nice right side body stretch here. Coming back to center, gonna set up for frog. Now, if your surface is a little bit hard, you may want to turn to the side. So, knees come wide. You want your shins to be parallel, and then we're gonna send the feet out, flexing them to the edges. And as we do this, we're just gonna send our hips back. I'm just gonna turn to the side so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. So it's gonna be like this, legs are parallel, and then we just work our hips backwards. So find your edge, set into it. If you'd like to come down onto your forearms, that's an option as well. All right, on an inhale, I'm gonna use my hands and push up, and then we're gonna rock forward into swan. Maybe maintain this positioning on your mat if you're on a hard surface. So we're gonna rock forward, sending our hips to the ground, toes come to touch behind, and then we look back. All right, beautiful swans. Let's send the hips back. I'm gonna reposition myself on the mat, and we're just gonna send it back and do another wide-legged child's pose here. Little moment to reset, connect with your breath once more. And I'm going to rock up onto all fours for a few cat-cows. You want your knees directly underneath your hips, so hip width distance, feet fall behind, hands are underneath the shoulders, fingers are spread wide. On an inhale, we look up, drop the belly down, tailbone comes up. Exhale, round the back, shoulders to the ears, cat stretch. Inhale, cow, looking up, lengthening the spine, and exhale, cat, curling and rounding. If you'd like to add in a dancing lion here, you may. That would be on the cow. You're gonna send your hips back, maybe in a little bit of a rotation. If you do decide to rotate, make sure to send it in the opposite direction as well. Coming up into cat on the top, sending it back into dancing lion. Make sure to maintain that cow spine so we're still arching the back here, and then curling as we come up to cat. All right, let's bring it back into neutral. I'm gonna tuck the toes, and for just a moment, I'm gonna hover the knees here. Just about an inch, squeezing in our abdominal muscles, pulling the belly button into the spine. Let's breathe for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Send the hips up, down dog. First down dog of the day. Maybe pedal out the feet. We want our fingers spread wide here, giving them a nice stretch. Maybe sway the hips back and forth. Just take a moment to arrive here in the first down dog. Maybe work out a little bit some of those morning cracks. All right, on an inhale, we're gonna take our right leg up, and exhale, send it forward. We're gonna drop the back knee and inhale our torso up into Anjaneyasana. And for a moment here, we're gonna have our hands up in the air. We're gonna gaze towards our hands. And as we do this, we're just gonna take our hips and push them forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of the left thigh muscle here. If you wanna add in a little back bend here, you can as well, whatever feels good. Take my hands down to either side of my leg, and I'm just gonna shimmy back into a half split. If full split is in your practice, feel free to take that here. We're gonna be here for a few breaths. Wherever you are, make sure your front foot is flexed. And if you like to use blocks, or maybe you're just getting into this might be a good time to use blocks. You could set a block on either side of your legs just to help you maintain this position a little bit easier. All right, if you're in a full split, start to squeegee yourself back up. We're gonna meet in half split. All right, we'll pass through Anjaneyasana, and then we're gonna plant our hands, bring the left leg or left knee up, and then send it back into three-legged dog. Maybe open up your hips, stay here, or if you'd like to, flip your dog. I'm gonna bring the right leg down to meet the left. Take a moment here in down dog. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, send it forward. Plant the back knee, Anjaneyasana, left side. Let's inhale, torso comes up, we gaze towards our hand. Let's shift into half split. So we bring our hands down either onto either side of our foot on the side of the mat or onto some blocks here. Half split or full split, whatever's in your practice. Left side. All right, full split, friends. Start to bring yourself back up into a half split. That's where we're gonna meet. Let's pass through Vinyasa. Plant our hands and send the left leg back up, three-legged dog. Stay here or flip. When you're in your flip dog, try to get your feet parallel with one another, sending the hips up high. Let's bring it back to center, three-legged dog, and bring the left leg down to meet the right. All right, let's take a vinyasa. Inhale forward into plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale, down dog. Let's take a round of breath. And as we finish the exhale, we'll bend our knees, gaze forward between our hands, and jump or step between our hands. Inhale, let's half lift. Gazing forward, we reach towards the ground. This is to lengthen our spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, Samastitihi. Now, if you're not familiar, Samastitihi is just our starting position for Ashtanga yoga. Lots of other yoga classes as well. That's gonna be toes are touching. There's a slight gap between our heels. Hands are by our sides. So now we will do 3 sun salutation A's, 3 Surya Namaskara A's. So if you're with me, we're gonna be going with our breath. Inhale, palms up, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward as you reach to the ground. Plant your hands, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We hold this for 5 breaths. Breathing 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Gaze at your hands. Exhale, Samastitihi. Number 2. Inhale, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Bringing your thighs off the ground if you can. Flip the toes, exhale, down dog. If you need to adjust your footing here when you get into these 5-second hold down dogs or 5 breath down dogs, that's totally fine. That's a great option. Get your alignment right. Fingers are spread wide. We breathe for 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. As you finish that exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last one. Inhale, palms up. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward, reach to the ground. Exhale, plant the hands. Jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, jump or step. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, samastitihi. Let's just take a little forward fold here. I'm gonna walker, hop my feet hip width apart, and then exhale, just ragdoll, whatever feels good here. Take a moment. Try and catch your breath. Maybe grab a hold of either elbow. If you want to let your arms dangle, that's fine. Make sure to let your neck hang heavy. Give it a little break. All right, let's take our left hand to the ground, place it on there, and then we're gonna do a deep bend in our left leg. Right leg stays straight, and we're going to bring our right hand up to the sky. Nice stretch along the side of the right leg here. Maybe take your wrists in some circles in the air. All right, and bringing the right hand back down. Let's send the left arm up. Right hand comes down in front of our feet this time. Deep bend in the right leg. Left leg stays straight. Left arm to the air. Maybe take this left hand in some circles. All right, hand to the ground. Take another moment in forward fold here. All right, and let's inhale very slowly, back up to standing. Meet in samastitihi. All right, now we're gonna do sun salutation B with some variations. So with me, bend your knees, inhale, hands up, look at your thumbs, exhale, fold. Inhale, we look forward, exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, pivot the left, warrior 1. We're gonna hold this for 5 breaths. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Try and keep your back foot flat. 2. And 1. Let's bring the hands down. Right foot meets left, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, pivot the right, warrior 1 on the left side. You want your left leg to be at a 90-degree angle. Right foot is firm and flat on the back, or on the ground in the back. And we breathe for 4. Breathing 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the hands down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We breathe here for 5. Breathing 4. 3, 2, and 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, hands come up. Exhale, back to Samastiti. Number 2 with variation, bend your knees. Inhale, hands up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, reach to the mat. Exhale, plant your hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, pivot the left. We're gonna flow through warrior 1 and open up into warrior 2. Breathing here for 5. Right leg should be at a 90-degree angle. We're working this thigh out to the right edge of our mat. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cartwheel your hands. Right foot meets left, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, pivot the right, flow through warrior 1, warrior 2, left side. 90-degree bend in this leg. We open the shoulders. Breathe for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cartwheel the hands. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, look forward, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, arms come up. Exhale, back to Samastiti. Number 3 with variations. Bend your knees, hands come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, plant your hands. Step or jump back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, pivot the left. We're gonna flow through warrior 1, warrior 2, and peaceful warrior. Hold for 5 breaths. Breathing 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Cartwheel the hands. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Pivot the right. We're going to flow through warrior 1, warrior 2, peaceful warrior. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Cartwheel the hands, left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, hands come up. Exhale, back to Samastiti. All right, number 4. Bend your knees, palms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward. Plant your hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Pivot the left, we flow through. Warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Now we're gonna take our right hand behind our back, clasp them, and send it forward into humble warrior. Bringing the right shoulder down to meet the right knee. Right leg is at a 90-degree bend. And we gaze down, sending our fists towards the front of the mat. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. We're going to unclasp the hands, set them on either side of the foot. Right foot meets left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, pivot the right, we flow. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, humble warrior. Peaceful warrior. Clasp the hands behind the back. Exhale, humble warrior. Left shoulder meets left knee. Left leg's at a 90-degree bend. We work our fist towards the front of the mat, breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Unclasp the hands, bring them either side of the foot. Left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhale. Sorry, we just did that, guys. I'm so sorry about that. Chaturanga. Meet me in down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we breathe for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. As we finish the exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms up, bend the knees. Exhale, Samastiti. All right, another flow, bend the knees. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, pivot the left, we flow. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Clasp the hands, humble warrior. We're going to send it up. Make this right leg a strong base. Either tiptoe the back leg up or just send it forward. Toppling tree. Breathing for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring the left foot back with control. Hands come to the ground. Right foot meets left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Pivot the right. We flow. Inhale, warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Clasp the hands. Humble warrior. Flow through. Toppling tree. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. With control, bringing the right foot down. Hands to the ground, left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. Exhale, bend the knees, hands up. Back to Samastitihi. Last one. Bend the knees. Palms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, pivot the left, we flow. Inhale, warrior 1, warrior 2, peaceful warrior, humble warrior. Let's send it up into toppling tree. And then we release the hands forward into warrior 3. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring the left foot down. Hands come to the ground. Right foot meets left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Pivot the right, we flow. Inhale, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Humble warrior. Toppling tree. Warrior 3. Breathing 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Right foot comes down, plant the hands. Left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands come up. Back to Samastitihi. All right, jump or step your feet, hip width apart and fold. Take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, we're gonna lengthen, looking forward. This is a bit of a cow stretch here. And exhale, we fold. Using our elbows to bend them out to the sides to deepen the stretch. Let your head hang heavy. Face is coming between the knees. Breathe for 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, we look forward and we're gonna go right into Padahastasana. So we're gonna slide our hands underneath our feet. The top of the hand is down, the palm of the hand is touching the foot. Our toes should be in contact with our wrists. We're gonna inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold one more time. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Let's release the hands. Inhale, come back up to standing, exhale, jump or step back, Samastitihi. All right, inhale, let's take a big step out to the right. For Trikonasana, left foot faces forward, right foot's gonna face the back of the mat. Inhale, our hands come out to a T. Exhale, we fold over this leg. Now, maybe your flexibility brings your hand to here, maybe to your ankle. Full expression is peace fingers around the big toe. You want your legs straight, so if you need to adjust your stance at all, that's fine. Now we're gonna bring our left hand up into the sky, opening our chest, and we gaze towards the left hand, breathing for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna bend this right leg. We're gonna take it right into side angle. So we want this at about a 90-degree angle here. Right hand comes to the pinky toe edge of the foot. The knee is in our right armpit, and we take this left arm over our ear, twisting to gaze up at the left arm. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. If Bird of Paradise is in your practice, you may take it now. If not, hold side angle for a little bit longer. If you'd like to start, we're gonna take our right hand, bring it through this leg, around our back. We're gonna creep this left foot forward, bringing our left hand around our back to bind with that right hand. And very slowly with control, we rise up at the top, extending our leg as much as we can. If you're in bird, come back down to side angle. That's where we'll meet. All right, and the left hand comes down for a runner's lunge. Take a couple moments here, dipping your hips, feeling a nice little stretch. And let's take the left hand down, right hand comes up for a runner's lunge twist. Maybe take your wrist in some circles here if you'd like. All right, hands come down to frame the foot, and let's pass through side angle into Trikonasana, and we'll switch sides. So switch out the feet, left foot faces the front of the mat, right foot's facing forward, hands are at a T, and we fold over this left side. Now, whatever spot you're in, make sure that you're holding yourself up with your abdominal muscles and not pressing into this leg. Inhale, right arm comes up to the sky, opening our chest. We breathe for 5 as we gaze towards this right hand. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into side angle. Let's bend this left leg. Left hand comes to the pinky toe edge side of the foot. Right arm up and over the ear. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either stay in side angle, or we're gonna take Bird of Paradise. Left arm comes through and behind, coming onto your lower back. Right arm comes around the back to bind onto that hand. Tiptoe this foot forward, bring the weight into the right foot, and we slowly and carefully lift up. Birds start to come down, meeting in that side angle. Let's take a runner's lunge. Hands on either side of the foot. Dip your hips and look up. Feel a nice little stretch here. and lunge twist. Right hand down, left hand comes up to the sky. Maybe take the wrist in some circles here. All right, left arm comes down. We're gonna pass through side angle, bringing it up into Trikonasana and back to Samastiti to heat. Next is Prasarita Padottanasana. We're gonna take a few variations. Inhale, step out to the right. We're gonna pigeon our toes a little bit here, so you want them facing into one another. Hands come to the hips. We lengthen the spine, and exhale, we fold. I'm gonna turn to the side so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. So we're gonna use our hands here. They're underneath our shoulder blades, and we're actually gonna use them and walk them backwards, trying to work our torso between our legs. The end goal is to get the crown of the head to touch onto the mat. So if you can see, I'm just using my hands, working them into the belly. I'm gonna turn back the other way now. We'll breathe here for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's inhale, come up, bring the hands to the waist, pause here, exhale, inhale, come back up to standing. Let's take our hands, interlace them behind our back, inhale, little back bend, exhale, we fold. Again, working the crown of the head towards the mat, hands are being sent away from the back. Breathing for 5, breathing 4, breathing 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Release your hands to your hips. One more time, we're gonna inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. This time we reach the peace fingers around the big toes. And as we press the big toes into the mat, we'll pull against the big toes with the hands. Kind of in the Padagustasana forward fold where we use our elbows to pull out to the side. We're gonna do that again here to deepen our stretch. Pushing our toes into our hands, pulling against our toes with our fingers. We breathe for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Let's inhale, look forward, release the hands to the waist, exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, back to Samastiti. Inhale, small to medium step out this time. Right foot is facing towards the back of the mat, left foot's out at about a 45-degree angle. Now, if you'd like to take reverse prayer or grab onto your elbows behind your back, please do so. Otherwise, in this one, you may want to just put your hands on either side of your foot. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Pyramid pose. Working the right hip back to keep the hips in one line. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. We're gonna send it forward into standing needle. So maybe balance here on some kickstands. If you'd like to take one or both hands behind your right leg, behind your right shin, you may do that. We'll breathe here for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3, back leg is active, back foot is active. Breathing 2, and 1. Let's take it into half moon. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up to the sky, gazing towards the left hand if you can. Breathe for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the left hand back down. Left foot comes to the ground, and we'll bring the hands up into prayer. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we pivot. Pyramid on the left side. Left foot's facing forward. Right foot is back at about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, we lengthen, maybe adjusting our hands here, and exhale, we fold. Working the left hip back to keep the hips in one line. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Let's bring the hands down, and we're gonna pop up into standing needle, either using kickstands here or grabbing a hold of the back of the left shin. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Half moon, left hand comes down, right hand peels open, opening the chest, gazing at the right hand if you can, breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring the right hand down. Right foot meets left. Inhale, back up, and back to Samastitihi. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a flow. So let's, I'm just gonna turn to face you guys. So bring the weight of your body into your left foot. We're gonna come into half lotus forward fold. So we're gonna bring our right foot up into a half lotus. Now, if you're still working on half lotus and maybe you can only come to here, maybe you're here, but it's a challenge, that's no worries. Just you'll stay here. So this is gonna be a nice stretch on the knee. It might be really intense. If this is no problem for you and you wanna take your right hand around your back and grab a hold of your foot, you may then fold. Otherwise, stay in that standing position, holding the foot in lotus. We breathe here for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Micro bend in the left leg. And we're gonna grab a hold of this right toe with the peace fingers or the right knee. Extending the leg. Breathing for 5. 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Let's extend it. Hands to the hips. We breathe for 5. Whoop. Lost my balance there. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. Little higher. 1. All right, don't lower it. Swing it back. Maybe tap on the way. And grab a hold of that right foot for dancer. Left arm comes up. And we swing forward. Breathing for 5. 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. It's kind come back to standing. We'll bring the weight into the right foot this time. Half lotus forward fold. Left leg comes up into half lotus this time. Now maybe you stay here and you hold your leg here the whole time. That's a great start. If you're a little bit more flexible, if you can get this foot up here and you can wrap your left arm around your back and bind to the foot, then go ahead and fold forward. Bringing the right hand down next to the right foot somewhere on the mat, breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, let's come up. Whoop. A little rocky today. Left foot extends, grabbing a hold of that left toe. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release the foot. Extend the leg, breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2, little higher, and 1. Bring it down, maybe tap on the way, and we're gonna send it right back into dancer. Grabbing hold of that left foot. Right hand comes forward. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, come back up, and we'll meet back in Samasthiti. All right, let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, palms together, look at the thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we gaze forward, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, we're gonna jump through to a seat. If you don't know how to do this, basically what we've been doing to get back into our, when we're doing our sun salutations, we're gonna bend our knees, look between our hands, and send up, cross the legs in the air, and then pop back. Or just come to a seat, however you can. Just a good way to practice. Feet come out in front of us for Dandasana. Hands on either side of the body. Spine is straight. This is a chance to reconnect with your breath. Realignment pose, breathing for 5. Chin is slightly tucked towards the chest. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Paschimottanasana, bend forward, peace fingers around the toes. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's inhale, lengthen as we gaze forward. Exhale, we grab around the bottoms of the feet. Deepest forward fold of the day. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, release. Take a vinyasa, cross your legs, lift your butt up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seat. Janu Sirsasana. I'm gonna face you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Right foot's out in front of us. Left leg is bent at a 90-degree angle. Right sole of the foot along the inside of our, left sole of the foot along the inside of our right thigh. We're gonna inhale, our arms up, squaring off our shoulders to the right leg. Exhale, we fold. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's inhale, come up. We're going to do a little bit of a left body side stretch here. So if you can, bring your right forearm down to the ground. Do so. If you're not quite there yet, just bring it as far down as you can, maybe even on top of this leg. And then we're either going to grab a hold of this right toe with the left arm, or just reach for it. Either way, you should feel a nice stretch along the left side body. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release. Inhale, we come up. Plant the left hand about 6 inches behind the left butt cheek. And inhale, we come up into stargazer, bringing the hips up. Right arm comes along the right ear, stretching the side body on the right. Exhale, we come back down to Janusasana and we take a Vinyasa. We will cross our legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump through to a seated position, and we're going to do Janusasana on the other side. Left leg extends, right leg bends at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, we rise our arms over our head, squaring off our shoulders to the left leg. Exhale, we fold. Breathing 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Side stretch again. We're going to bring our left forearm onto the ground. Right arm comes up, reaching for that right toe or grabbing a hold of it. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Right hand comes behind the right glute. And let's push down into the right hand as we send the hips up. Left arm comes up and over the left ear, stretching the left side body. On an exhale, we're going to bring it back down, and I'm going to take a Vinyasa. So we're going to cross our legs, lift up, plant our hands, jump or step back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seat, and Marityasana. I'm going to face y'all again. Right leg comes up into a deep bend. Left leg is out straight. We have about a 2-fist gap between these feet. Inhale, right arm comes forward, wraps around this leg. If you can take your left hand behind you and bind, do so. Now we fold forward. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release. We're going to take this right leg and bend it back, kind of into a half hero's pose. So get your foot as close to your glute as you can. And then if you can take it into Heron, maybe you stay here, that's great. If you want to do a forward fold, that's an option. Other option, take this left leg up into Heron. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. I'm going to lower this leg down. I'm going to take this right leg, bend it back forward into a half lotus. We're going to do Marityasana B. It's a little bit of a tricky one. So right leg into half lotus. We're going to bend this left leg up. Right knee coming down to the ground. Left arm comes forward. around this bent leg. Right arm comes behind the back, and we bind, folding forward as much as we can. These poses are great for the digestion. My heels right poking in here to my digestive system, helping to massage it, get things moving. Breathing for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, we come up and release the bind, and I'm going to flip on over and take a vinyasa. Crossing my legs, planting my hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, I jump through to a seated position, and I'm going to do Marichiasa, that little flow on the other side. I'm going to face this way this time. So this time, left leg is in a deep bend up, right foot is out in front. Left arm comes through, wraps around the left bent leg, right arm comes behind the back, and we fold forward. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. I'm going to take this left leg and bend it behind me into a half hero's pose. Now, if you'd like to stay here, if this is intense on the knee, that is just okay. If you'd like to, you can also fold forward and grab a hold of this foot. If you'd like to take Heron, grab a hold of this right foot and extend it out. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. I'm going to lower this leg down, bringing the left leg in front of me into a half lotus. I'm going to take this right leg and bend it up. Left knee comes to the ground, right hand comes forward, wraps around this right leg, and binds behind the back. We fold forward, trying to get our forehead to the mat, breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. I'm going to release my hands, cross my legs, rock forward, step or jump back, chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seat and rock back into boat Navasana 3 times. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Cross your legs, lift up your butt, send it back. Round 2. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Cross your legs, lift up your butt. Last one. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Cross your legs, lift up, take your vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seat, lay down. We're going to do back bends. If wheel is in your practice, you may take wheel. If bridge is in your practice, you can do bridge. If none is in your practice, I'm going to start with bridge and then we will lead you there, okay? So for those who want to take wheel for all 3, go ahead and do so. I'm going to start in bridge. So we're going to take our feet, bring them towards our sits bones. Knees are about hip width apart, okay? Or feet are about hip width apart, maybe a little bit more. Hands come down on either side of the body. Inhale, the hips up. Now once we're here, we're going to shimmy the shoulders underneath the body, clasping the hands together behind the back, and arching the back to bring the hips as high to the sky as we can. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. 2. and 1. Let's send the hips back down. Now I'm going to do wheel for the next 2 poses. If wheel's not in your practice, then go ahead and take bridge, the one we just did, okay? If you're with me, wheel. Hands on either side of the head, fingers pointing towards the toes, feet come a little bit wider than hip width apart, and inhale, we come up. Looking towards the mat, breathing for 5, breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're in wheel, just come to the crown of your head. If you're in bridge, come all the way down. And inhale, we come back up, breathing for 5, breathing 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. Let's roll it down slowly. Hug your knees, rocking back and forth. Maybe little circles here, whatever feels good on the spine. Let's rock forward and backwards till we find a seat, and then we're just going to do a forward fold. Breathing 10. Breathing 9. Breathing 8. 7. Breathing 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we sit up. Optional last vinyasa, cross the legs, lift up, plant the hands, jump or step back, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, jump through to a seat and lay down. We're gonna go into shoulder stand. Arms are by our sides and feet come up. Rolling all the way up onto our shoulders if we can. You want no weight on the neck. Shimmy your shoulder blades underneath your back. And try and get your hands on your upper ribs for support. End goal here is to have hips on top of shoulders with ankles on top of the hips all in one line. We breathe for 6. Breathing 5. Breathing 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. Let's lower it down into plow. Interlacing the hands behind the back, we breathe for 5, breathing 4, breathing 3, 2, and 1. Deaf man's pose. Squeezing your knees onto your ears or your temples. Heels of the feet are pressing together above your head. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's bring it back up into shoulder stand. And if you can, bring your feet either into a half lotus or cross-legged position like you're sitting on the ceiling. Either stay in this shoulder stand support or balance on your shoulders, holding onto your knees, breathing for 5, breathing 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. Bring your hands back down for support. We're going to slowly lower down. Try and keep your head in contact with the ground as we roll up into fish. Crown of your head, feet are in lotus or cross-legged. Grab onto your feet if you can, and we breathe here for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's take our hands, or our elbows, kind of like we're going to the beach, and crawl ourselves up. Now we're in a seated lotus. I'm going to have to adjust here. So take yourself into a lotus or maybe a comfortable cross-legged position. Wherever you are, we're going to take our index fingers and our thumbs together, and we're going to lay them down onto our knees. Bow your head down. We're going to breathe for 10. Breathing 9. 8. 7. Breathing 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Take your hands, plant them, and lift everything up. Breathing for 5. Talasana. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Alright. Unlotus your legs. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. First, I'm going to take my index fingers and put them between my big toes and my little toes, bringing my heels as close in as I can. And we're going to use our elbows, pressing down these knees as we can. We're going to work our chin towards the front of the mat, lengthening the spine. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, let's lengthen up. This time we're going to take the hands and just grab them around, cup them around the fronts of the toes. And we're going to pull, kind of like a cat spine here, rounding the head, rounding the upper back, trying to get the crown of the head in contact with the feet eventually. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, lower yourself down into Supta Baddha Konasana on the back. Let's take a couple breaths here for a moment. Maybe bringing one hand to the belly and one to the chest. All right, inhale your knees together. Let's send the knees over to the left, stacking right hip on top of left. Little mini twist here, maybe bringing the hands over the head. All right, inhale back to center and switch on over to the right side. Left hip stacks on top of right, knees fall over to the right, hands above the head, breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Maybe bring your feet into Supta Baddha Konasana one last time. And whenever you're ready, lengthen out into Shavasana, your final resting pose. Find a place that's comfortable so that you can have stillness for a few moments. Palms are facing up. We let our thighs roll out to the sides, surrendering our body into the mat. resting after we've put our body through some hard work. I invite you to stay in this meditation as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come back, begin by moving your fingers and toes. Maybe gently rock your head back and forth on the mat. When you're ready, roll onto a comfortable side, arriving in fetal position just for another moment, taking rest here. Alright, coming up to a seated position. You can leave the eyes shut if you'd like, coming into a comfortable seat. Hands come to heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It's been lovely. It's been very hot, but it's been a beautiful day and a beautiful practice. Thank you all. Namaste. Have a great rest of your day.